Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So now that Michigan has had their first test, so we don't have to see you ain't played nobody and all that crap, I think it's time to, with the game looming 2 weeks away, Thanksgiving weekend, I think it's time to, talk about it. Not the game in general, but we got Ohio State and we got Michigan. Ohio State right now, they're feeling, and I like to get a base of what people are feeling. So I'm on Facebook, on YouTube, watching Penn State content, watching Michigan, not Michigan, but Ohio State content to see what, they're saying. And, the fan base, Ohio State's fan base, they're feeling kind of good because they feel like they thought we were going to blow out Penn State worse or, blow them out. As I did too, more. But it's funny because they're cocky. They're cocky like we didn't see them, like we didn't watch them play Penn State. So I get it, but we look beatable. So I understand it, but on the other end, it's also we saw y'all play Penn State and not look good at all. Also, we saw that. Both the defenses are about a wash. We both gave up garbage time touchdowns. You can take those off the board. Michigan gave up 9. Ohio State gave up 6, basically, when it mattered for the most part. Sorry, Penn State fans, but it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of the same type of game. It's just Michigan. Ohio State has Marvin Harrison Jr., so they were able to go to him, get big time catches from him. And Michigan has Blake and Donovan, and we ran that thing down their throat. Blake, Donovan, and JJ for the most part, with a few passes early, none in the second half. Now, the thing what's funny to me is the bravado that they got from that. And we got Michigan. Like, people forget stuff, I don't forget stuff. That's why a lot of people don't like how I get down, because I remember stuff. If I recall correctly, last year we were hearing the same stuff. JJ can't throw deep. JJ can't throw deep. He don't stretch the field. It's all we heard from Ohio State fans before the game. They can't throw it deep. You can't throw it deep. You'll never win in the shoe. Then JJ proceeds to dice him up in the first half and the first drive of the second half, and basically ball game from there, And I know this isn't the same year. But I'd watch that bravado. I watch that bravado because each game is different. Your defense doesn't play the same way as Penn State's defense. We've all got good defenses, but we do it different ways. You know what I'm saying? So that's a thing right there. And with the sign stealing and stuff, I'm seeing people say, "Oh, Michigan didn't blow out Penn State," which, what was the betting line? Like 5 points or something, Michigan. So we weren't supposed to blow them out. If you're going by that, that's what you're going to go by. We weren't supposed to blow them out. But, I thought we would, or it'd be controlled butt whooping. But they're saying, they blew them out last year. This year, they only won by 9. I wonder why. It's the sign stealing. Okay. 2021, we beat them 21-17. So what are you talking about? Like, this sign stealing stuff. I think this sign stealing stuff, they buy into this stuff so much it makes them stupid. It's so funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're Connor Stallion was there 21 and 2022. Last year we blew them out because we had a better offensive line. The year 2021, we scraped out of Penn State, out of Happy Valley. It was 21-17. Eric All scored with like 20 seconds to go to give us the lead in the win. You know what I'm saying? So we had y'all signs then. Their signs then. What are you talking about? Last year we had a better offensive line. This year the offensive line is okay, but it's definitely not as good as 2022. But the game is going to be epic. The game is going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? The build up surrounding it, as long as both Michigan and Ohio State take care of business next week. Now, Ohio State's blowing out Michigan State right now, so we know they're going to take care of that. But as long as we take care of business next week, the game is going to be epic. It's going to be epic. 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 2 or whatever. It's going to be something like that. It's going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? Because both teams have shown weaknesses. Ohio State's pass game, Ohio State's short yardage, Michigan's offensive line, Ohio State's offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Will Jim Harbaugh be there on the sideline? That factors in also, because Sharon Moore was nervous. You don't want to lose a game that it seems like you've won, that you have control of, trying to get cute or anything like that. So he went straight into Harbaugh ball. I ain't throwing this thing. I'm running this rock and I'm trusting my defense. You know what I'm saying? So we will see how it go, but it's the build up for the game. I don't know how it's going to play out, but the build up for the game is going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, Ohio State, the hatred is at an all-time high with this sign stealing stuff, with the way the season is played out. You know, Ohio State scraping out wins against Notre Dame and giving Penn State a controlled butt whooping, same way we did, and us seeing them win a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? But then you also have this with Michigan. People weren't expecting us, because our run game hasn't been what we saw today. People weren't expecting us to win like that. So what comes with that is Jim Knowles is going to be thinking, okay, this isn't saying he was, this is just what I'm saying. They ran on Penn State like that? They ran on Penn State like that without even trying to pass it? I might need to blitz and zero coverage a little bit more. I might need to blitz and zero coverage a little bit more if they're gonna be playing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something to think about, because this is the first time this year, and actually going against a good defense, we ran that rock for 200 and some yards without even a threat of the passing game at a certain point in this game. We just said we ain't even finna try to pass it. We gonna run it down y'all throat. Y'all want to beat Michigan? We're going to show you how Michigan gets down, Penn State. You want to beat Michigan and build your team? We're going to show you how we get down. We're going to run that thing down y'all throat and you can't do nothing about it. You know, so I think the fact that we did that adds a little something else to what they have to prepare for. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't just sat back and said we're going to run it down your throat this year. That was the first game. Other than that, it's been JJ slicing and dicing. You know what I'm saying? Blake getting touchdowns from the 5 on in. You didn't see Blake getting long runs. Oh, when he did, those aren't good teams. Well, you saw it on a good team now. Donovan, we didn't see Donovan playing well really at all. And Donovan showed up, got some big runs. You know what I'm saying? So that's just more for them to worry about. But the game is it's building up to be something epic. You know what I'm saying? However the game is played, it could be a defensive battle. The way these teams are made, it could be a low-scoring defensive battle. You know what I'm saying? And even I'm just interested in the dynamic in how it's gonna play out. Because honestly, and I ain't gonna front, I'm gonna keep it real. This ain't no shade. The trash talking is pretty much done with me with Ohio State. Now it's about time to get serious. So the fact that JJ, that they dialed it back to where they said, "Oh, I ain't even gonna try it," that was a little shocking to me. And I'm gonna keep it real. That was a little shocking to me. And hopefully JJ, he was a little dinged up in that game. Hopefully he's healthy for the game. I don't expect him to run it all against against Maryland. But this game is going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting because I think Michigan, the way Michigan plays, the way Jim Knowles and the Ohio State's defense is playing, and the way Ohio State's offense and their offensive line has been playing, it's going to be interesting to see who can establish dominance first. This game, this year more than any other, I think whoever's offensive line just really establishes dominance is going to take that game. You know what I'm saying? I know normally whoever runs the ball best wins the game. You know what I'm saying? And I think this year it's definitely going to be like that. Whoever can establish that run and run dominant is going to win that game, because I don't think you want to drop back too much on either one of these defenses consistently, because Michigan runs a system that's confusing for quarterbacks, and we've seen McCord struggle. Michigan's defense is confusing with a lot of different drops, a lot of different coverages, blitzing. There's just a lot going on for a young quarterback, or a quarterback that's not fully confident in his abilities. And then Ohio State's defense is almost what you see is what you get for the most part. A lot of man, at least from what I see. And then, Jim Knowles can start blitzing, and when they blitz, they come in with bad intentions. I'm not gonna front. They do come with bad intentions when they blitz, and the secondary seems to be improved. So, to me, that game is gonna be whoever can take the pressure off of their quarterback to just have to win it by himself is gonna probably have the advantage. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is right now. That's what I'm seeing. This game is getting epic, and it's time to get serious. The trash talk is done, because it's about time to see who gonna get the trash talk for the rest of the year. It's time to get serious. So I'm just ready for it. I'm a little anxious. We still got another week. Got Maryland next week. I'm not sure who Ohio State plays, but it's almost here. The game is going to be played. Ain't no Big Ten stepping in, none of that stuff. The game is going to be played. Will Harbaugh be there? We'll find out. But, yeah, it's the build-up is what it is. It's the game. So that's what I got on this one, y'all. I ain't want to ramble too long. I just wanted to, touch on what we all know is coming, and that game is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lower scoring slobber knocker type of game. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see. I don't see either team blowing each other out. Not with those defenses. Not with the defenses. You know what I'm saying? You never know, but I just don't see it. But then again, you also have the crucial situations with fourth downs. Teams wanting to establish dominance, going for it on fourth down, the unknowns. So, team could get blown out later on in the game or whatever, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, honestly, which I don't want, but that's probably what it's going to be. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I don't want to ramble too long, but like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.